All right, welcome back, everybody. Dr. Blumenthal back here in the Bethesda office with the Natural Transplants. And this morning we have John here. John has joined us from up in New York.
Formerly DC, now New York.
New York, okay, great. So, John, just quick, tell us about sort of your journey, what brought you to us, and how you found us.
Sure. So I've been searching over the past couple of years for best transplant sort of solution to fit my needs.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that really attracted me to natural transplants was, number one, the honesty of the doctors. They're not trying to sell you on something, but also how realistic they are with you about what results look like. So that was really helpful for me in determining whether I wanted to go with a FEW versus a FUT,
mm-hmm.
And sort of the benefits of each,
mm-hmm.
And the difference in how I'm setting myself up for sort of a long-term result.
Awesome. And I think you sort of got that long-term in mind, and just in case you need a second procedure and all that sort of you've talked about.
Yep.
Which is great. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to kind of pull your hair back just so we can kind of see what we're working with. And you've always, you said, you shared with me, you've always kind of had more of a pointed hairline, but things have gotten, more recession as time goes on, as it happens to all of us. And so what we're going to do today is kind of round this off so it's not quite as pointy. And after we draw it on, we may reinforce the temples as well too. We'll sort of draw it out and see what we like. So that's the goal today. We'll kind of fill it in. Okay, everybody, we are back with John, and we have drawn out all our lines here. Let me show you what we got. So we're just going to subtly keep the hairline pretty much where it was. I shaved just a touch, but obviously we're going to kind of round off the edges so we're not dealing with quite as much recession. And we brought in the temples just a little bit, just sort of angled them up instead of angling back. We just kind of angled them up just slightly. And it gives a nice, strong appearance, and still a little bit of recession in there, which is not bad. Again, it's more of a natural look. I think it looks good. What do you think, man?
Let's do it.
You good? You ready? All right, so we're not doing any Valium today.
No.
We can go with it. We're pretty mellow, we're pretty relaxed. We'll get going, and we'll check in with you a little later.
Great.
Cool. Awesome. All right.
I would say that, again, I think I said this in the first video we took, but, having a doctor be honest with you about expectations and about results is, to me, made a huge difference between deciding not only between a FEW and a FUT, but choosing the right doctor. And so I'd highly recommend natural transplants.
Awesome.
And if anybody's considering, and I'm like very excited to see the results.
I know.
So it'll just
sometimes the hardest part is the waiting. Honestly,
the
trying
healing,
to be patient, being
let
waiting.
the healing begin.
Right, exactly.
And I'm looking forward to having another video and same timing from New York with the results.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll check in with you usually like 4 months, 9 months in a year, and hopefully we'll see that year mark, and it'll be awesome. We'll love it.
All right, what is up, everybody? Dr. Blumenthal here, Natural Transplants in the Bethesda office, and we have John. John, good to see you, man. We're 1 year out from the surgery.
Good to see you too.
Congrats, dude. You look amazing. Like I was saying, you look like a model, kind of walking around with wavy hair. Tell me how the last year went. Good, bad, all the above.
Well, I think everybody's had quite a crazy year this year.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's an understatement.
Yeah. We'll focus to the hair-related issues. How about that?
All right. But I think, what a better time to have a hair transplant.
Yeah.
I think I timed that perfectly.
That you did.
We went into lockdown here in New York almost shortly after I had it. So crazy to see. I actually haven't looked at the before and after pictures, but even just to sort of have the hairline back has just been absolutely unbelievable. I've gotten so many comments from the somewhat people I haven't seen in a while, but that's limited
right.
to family these days.
Yeah.
But just amazing.
That's awesome.
to see the growth and how natural, and I just would have never thought it would have been turned out like this. I guess
it looks fantastic, and you got great hair for this as well too. So it really works out well for you. You said no issues with the back. Your barber was looking, couldn't find it.
You haven't had
Yeah,
any,
I mean,
haven't had any
yeah,
pain or anything?
No, I had my coronavirus hair going for a while.
Right.
So I got it cut not too long ago here. And he couldn't even see I mean, you'd really have to look,
Cool.
he said, to sort of like see it. And
Awesome.
it's grown out a little bit on the side since I got it cut, but
Yeah.
it was even shorter.
Yeah.
And I forget what the actual length he used to fade it, but you
Not an
can't
issue.
tell unless you're really close and really looking for it.
Good. So do me a favor. I'm going to have you just look down and hold it for about 3 seconds. Then what we're going to do, and just kind of just pull your hair back just with one of your hands or something like that. Yeah, there you go. And then you can kind of see. We'll just hold it there for 2 or 3 seconds. Then I'll have you turn to the right, hold it for 2 or 3 seconds, and we'll match up the before pictures and then the other direction. That looks awesome. Looks great, man. I love it. And we'll send you some copies if you want. We'll put them side by side so you can see the before and afters.
Yeah, no, I'd love that.
Fantastic. I love it. Awesome, man. Any words of advice, words of encouragement for anybody kind of wondering or on the fence?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that it's, one thing, and to be honest, like, I went around and got so many different consults from so many different places and people and talked, and one thing I will say is that, natural hair transplants, and I think I actually had consults with like you, Dr. B, I think like a couple, and then I think I got on with Dr. H as well. And just the full transparency around the process and sort of what to expect, not like false promises and like false hope and like this is what you're going to look like. And honestly, the recovery is as expected. It's not
there are times when it's not fun. Absolutely.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Like,
We try to prepare you, I think, and sort of make like reasonable and prepare you so you sort of know what to expect. But you never really know till you go through with it. But
and I think after after like the first maybe like 1 or 2 months, you're generally like you're sort of like back to
normal life.
But like I said, just the full transparency and the honesty,
awesome.
Made a huge difference. And then of course, like just the ongoing follow up. I know I'm not local to the DC area anymore, but just sort of the ongoing follow up and just ability to text you or call you with questions and issues. I think I was having some ingrown hairs here and there, and being able to get it resolved makes such a huge difference when you're doing something like this.
Good. Awesome, man. We loved having you as a patient. I'm so excited for your results. Really happy for you. You're smiling. Send me more fun pictures of your car and you out, in your convertible out messing around. That'd be fun, man. Awesome, John. Appreciate you doing this and sharing your story with everybody. It makes a big difference in, patients looking around and seeing your story. And keep in touch.
Will do.
All right, John. Take care, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Dr.
See you, man. Yep.
Call us now, 844-327-4247, and ask about our Hue and Hue Plus procedures, which move more hair than ever before. Hope to hear from you soon.